You thought you could just go on Twitter, be this guru overnight. Nah, man, you gotta put the work in, baby. You gotta study, partner. You gotta take some bumps and bruises, man.
And Market Scanner is where I'm going to show you the true power of visual scripting. This is how you make a backtest. This is how you make a smart checklist. This is how you make a trading bot. This is how you build a scanner. This is how you tell TrendSpider about the market, right? And I'm going to zoom in a bit so you guys can see this really clearly. So first thing you want to do is tell it where to look, right? Let's pick the Russell 2000, right? Next thing you want to tell it is, should it look at extended hours data or normal session only? I'm going to leave that normal session. And the current candle is telling it, should it look at the current open candle if the market is open right now, or should it ignore it? The market's closed, so it's not going to matter. But if you're scanning real time during the day, you should have this checked. Next, we're going to tell it what to look for. So we told it where to look and when to look, and now we're going to say what to look for. And there's a lot you can do here. I'm going to show you the easiest way of adding conditions with ChatGPT. SMA 50 is above SMA 200, right? Just type it. It's going to ask ChatGPT to give you the condition. It's going to give you the condition. You don't have to do shit. It's just there, right? So you can build, you can say like whatever you want here, like, I don't know, daily SMA 50 is above weekly EMA 200, right? Like you can kind of get fancy with this. Boom, right? So we've added this condition here, right? And notice two different time frames, two different types of indicators, right? You're comparing them to each other. Next, let's go to condition, add condition. And here we're going to say, you know what, that's cool, but I only care if on the 5-minute chart, there's a hammer. And not just any hammer, a Thomas Bulkowski hammer, right? Then you might say, you know what, I also only really care if its EBITDA this quarter is greater than its EBITDA last quarter by 1% or more, right? And then, you know, that's cool, but I only also care if it's popular in Wall Street bets right now, right? So we'll pick top mention on Wall Street bets today, right? And then we'll be like, oh, and you know, we also only care if there's earnings was within the last 10 days. I hope you're getting the idea here. Like you can build some super fancy shit this way. Like this filter lets you filter by news articles, but not just news articles that mention the stock and someone else, like the FBI, right? Or the FDA, like the biotech, right? So you can specify a keyword, right? You can go in here and, you know, be like, that's cool, but only if there was also an analyst upgrade within the last 10 days, right? Analyst action upgrade, right? And then you can add a negative list, right? Then you might say, you know, that's really cool, but I don't want Kathy Woods to own this, right? So it's like ARC, and then we'll switch this to none of the following, right? So you can build conditions within conditions, within conditions, within conditions, till your eyes roll over in your head and you pass out. It's the most flexible, the most powerful market search tool in the world. Visual scripting is patented, right? You know, nobody else can do this. We spent a shitload of time on it. And it gives you the flexibility to express to a computer a market scenario in the same way that you would express it to a friend. Because think of it, this is how you would explain it to a friend. Daily 50s above the weekly 200. There's a hammer in the 5-minute. There's EBITDA growth, right? Like it's exactly how you'd explain it to a friend. And that's exactly how you explain it to TrendSpider. So hopefully that landed, right? Like that ability to explain the market to a computer is very unique.
That is cool.
So
especially with the ChatGPT.
Yeah, that's new, and that's my favorite thing because like a lot of people hate all those menus, and here you can be like RSI is above 50, right? And it'll just like do that. You don't have to do anything. So I'm a big fan of that. It made life easier for a lot of people. So this scanner is obviously not going to find anything because I just filled it with complete randomness. So I'll just pick a scanner that I'm pretty sure will find something and run it. Maybe it won't, but
can you make it look for squeezes as well? Like if you that's one of my long-term users. You just hit that in the chat. Can you make it do a squeeze condition automation with like the chat GPT?
What kind of squeeze?
Like a squeeze pro by simpler trading? I'm just looking at
So
your.
we do have Squeeze Pro. It's a paid indicator, so you got to buy it from Simpler Trading. I think I have it, and I believe you definitely can, right? So you do like indicator daily, squeeze, right? There's a go no go squeeze. Yeah, Simpler Trading. I don't know this indicator that well, so you pick something from it, signal active, right? And then it would be active. This is new, by the way. We just added this. It's a new feature in scripting, where instead of generating an indicator, like coloring the chart, drawing lines in the chart, you can actually generate signals, right? And then those signals will appear on the chart, right? As like a little arrow, right? So the TTM Squeeze Pro is brand new. We just finished converting it to TrendSpider JavaScript for Simpler Trading last week. It only became available in TrendSpider like this week, right? And nobody even knows about it until Monday when it's getting announced. But it's the first indicator, the third-party indicator, that takes advantage of that new ability to have signal active or signal not active instead of a value. But yeah, you can definitely scan for squeezes. And you can do it a bunch of ways. Like you can do it the getaway where it's like Keltner channel is within Bollinger Band. I don't know what it would be, but you would just type it or select those conditions, or you can use the squeeze indicator itself.
That's cool.